Okay, so we have now acquired a shotgun, we've acquired some ammunition, and we've acquired a sling for it. What do we do from here? All right. Your gun will be deployed from one of several ready positions, three that you'll be primarily concerned about. One is a low ready, and in the low ready, we have the butt in the pocket, and we have pre-positioned it by mounting the weapon, because the trick is to keep your head up and bring the gun up to your head, not lower your head to the gun. I want to keep my eyes up parallel to the deck, bring the stock of the shotgun up to the cheek, naturally aligning the sight in front of my eyeball. Okay, this just takes a little bit of work. The other one is high ready, in which we're going to index the stock of the shotgun approximately on the belt line, and we're going to put the front sight directly in front of our eyeball. And the way we remember this is the little mantra, eyes, muzzle, target. All right, my eyeball, muzzle of the shotgun, and whatever it is that I might possibly be shooting at. And I want to keep that in this alignment so that wherever I look, the first thing that I see is that sight. And from here, if I need to use the shotgun, I'm going to pivot off of that front sight, bring the butt up to the pocket, and take care of business. Right. Lastly, we have the underarm weapon retention position, which is if I'm in tight quarters indoors or something like that, and I need to make the gun real small, okay? I can reduce the length by pulling the butt back under my arm and clamping it down. And in this position, I want to pull the elbow down tight to the body. I want to pull the other elbow down in tight to the body, and then kind of clamp it. So I've got a good solid mount on the gun. I've taken about a foot off of the length, and I'll pull it back as far under my arm as I can. It gives me a degree of control over it when I'm in extremely close quarters, like turning corners, walking through doorways, and so on and so forth. Okay, so to recap, underarm, eyes, muzzle, target, in the high ready, and muzzle down in the low ready. Okay, now I may not always have a tactical sling available, and if I don't, then my carry options change somewhat. Right? These are generic positions that have been used for decades. They have come to be called American carry and African carry. American carry is muzzle up on the shooting side. Okay? To accomplish this, we grab the sling swivel with the non-shooting or support hand. I'm going to put the gun on like I was putting on a jacket. I'm going to grab a handful of sling with the shooting hand to stabilize it. And what I want to do is I want to keep the muzzle directly behind my ear. This is not just as good as, okay? I got the gun pointing out here someplace I can't see. There are people behind me. Nobody wants to look down the muzzle of your shotgun. Grab a handful of sling, and this keeps it stabilized, okay? If I drop something on the ground, I don't want to bend over to pick it up. I want to take a knee and pick it up and maintain muzzle control and muzzle direction as I go about my other activities. Okay, now to get the shotgun into play from this position, all I want to do is I'm going to open a hole. I'm going to pull that sling outboard slightly. Okay, I'm going to reach through the hole and grab a hold of the fore end on the shotgun. Now my shooting hand, if you look, is pretty much where it needs to end up anyway. Okay, so there's no reason to move it. My eyes are on my threat, and I'm going to bring the gun right down my arm. Bring the muzzle down, grab the pistol grip, come up, disengage the safety, and take care of business, whatever I need to do. To put it away, I'm going to bring the muzzle back to the vertical, grab it by the sling swivel, put it on like a jacket. Grab a hold of the sling to stabilize it, and there we go. I'm going to do it again from the other side. I don't want you to look at me. I want you to look at the muzzle of the shotgun and see where the muzzle travels, okay? Directly behind my ear, I pick up a thread, make a hole, grab the fore end, bring the gun down the forearm, disengage the safety, do what I need to do. Bring it back to the vertical. Put it on like a coat. Okay. Most law enforcement carry a sidearm. Many private citizens do as well. Some of the special operations military guys. If you carry a sidearm regularly, this may be a little bit inconvenient. Okay. We teach one little side move here if you have a pistol on and you choose to carry this way, in which we kick the hips outboard as we grab the forend. What that does is clear the pistol away from the sling, or you can discontinue that operation and you go to African carry. This is what I prefer and what most of the people that I train end up with when we're done. Okay, this is muzzle down on the support side. Okay, in this case I can stabilize it the same way I did with the other one. I can grab a handful of sling here and pull on the sling and keep the muzzle directly down behind my leg. This requires one more movement to get the gun dismounted. So it may be preferable to do the other option, which is to grab a hold of the forend, which is where my hand is going to end up anyway, and put just a little pressure down on this arrangement here. Okay, now if I have a threat, before I can shoot the threat, what do I have to do? I have to point the gun at him, right? So I'm going to bring the gun up and I'm going to point it at the threat. Now, if you can't hold the gun here for a couple of seconds, go eat some Wheaties or join a gym or something and get to where you can. Right, from here, I'm going to reach up and grab the forend of the shotgun. I'm going to rotate the gun around the muzzle into the pocket. Safety comes off, and do what I need to do. Back to the vertical. Grab the sling swivel with the support hand and just bring it back over my shoulder. Okay, again, I can stabilize it with a handful of sling like I did with American Carry, or I can come down here and grab a handful of forend and stabilize it this way. I'm going to do it from the other side so you can see the gun coming off the shoulder. And again, I don't want you to look at me. I want you to watch the muzzle of the shotgun. See where the muzzle of the shotgun goes. There's no time when this thing is out of control and spinning away from the shooter. Okay? Again, I pick up a threat. I point the gun at the threat. I'm going to rotate the gun around the muzzle. Safety comes off. Take care of business. Hand comes back to the sling swivel. Put it back over my shoulder. Stabilize with the sling, or grab down here on the forend. Think of the sling as the holster for your shotgun. When you're through shooting a pistol, you do your assess and search, make sure your 360 is clear, you don't have another immediate threat, and you holster the pistol. This works just the same with the sling for the shotgun. The sling is the shotgun's holster. Okay? These presentations are the way you draw your shotgun, the same way you draw your pistol out of a holster.
Pantio.